All right, here we go. Two burly boys played Pokemon in their youth. One had to grow up, the other stayed true. Now the large grown-up child can name all of them, but the other guy probably 510. Now what can they do? Why don't they review? Now I'll talk about them till we die.
Die?
Welcome, everybody. I'm Joachim.
And I'm Frank.
And this is your Certified Poke Moment, where we feature and talk about one Pokemon evolution line every week.
And today's featured Pokemon is Munchlax.
Munchlax. Wow.
Okay, this
What a
is
good
cute.
boy.
We get to talk about one of the most popular Pokemon of all time, Snorlax.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree? He is extremely beloved by Game Freak.
I think he's very beloved by Game Freak. Even though he's a really simple design, and usually I hate Kanto designs for being overly simplistic, I can't be mad at Snorlax.
I can't be mad at him, but I think he's just fine.
Yeah.
I don't love him, but I like him more than a lot of other Gen 1s. I'll give him that. But we have to start with Munchlax, who is known as the Big Eater Pokemon. He is a solo normal type, and his gender ratio is 88.14% male, 11.86 female.
I want to see the weight of all of the male Pokemon to all the more, what do you call it? All the gender ratio heavy of male versus female.
Yep.
I bet it would be more male.
I'm sure.
Because they're little boys want their Munchlaxes to have BBs.
That's very important, Joachim. And through leveling up while having friendship, I believe this means, your Munchlax could evolve into Snorlax. Still solo normal, and he is now known as the sleeping Pokemon.
Hey guys, this is us from the future going to the past to put in the cries of Munchlax and Snorlax.
Snorlax is so simple and cute. I think it matches its personality very well.
Can you hear Frank leaning on our small table, bending it? Yeah, stop doing that.
I'm a wiener.
Yeah, don't do that, you wiener. This part's gonna be in the video. Frank just throat chopped me. Trying to choke me.
Yeah, it was... I'm not going to say an accident, but I didn't mean to do it that hard. I love you.
No, you don't.
Obviously, Snorlax keeps that same gender ratio. Let's go ahead and do some Pokedex entries. Munchlax was first introduced to us later than Snorlax in Generation 4. So, would you like to read Munchlax's Diamond and Pearl entries?
Sure.
And maybe even Platinum if you're down for
I'll
it.
read them all, even though Pearl is a bad generation. See, I always pick a bad generation to dislike.
Which one is the
Or
bad
not generation,
in which one's the bad game
Version.
in Gen 2?
In Gen 2?
Yep.
Oh, it's gold and silver. Silver.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. See? You get it, though. You get it,
Yeah, I've always
right?
been a ho-oh person.
Yeah. Diamond. It wolfs.
That was quick.
Sorry, I was about to stutter. It wolfs down its weight in food once a day, swallowing food whole with almost no chewing. Yep, did that a lot in the anime.
Yeah.
Pearl.
Joachim does too.
I'm gonna bore you so hard. I'm gonna be rubbing my big Frank-shaped belly and go, Erp.
He's been looking at too many Fur Affinity pages lately.
Sorry, so they're rubbing off on me. Although I feel like lately, when was the last time we got some good, quick Fur Affinity? Just like that just pops up.
Not been a long time.
Yeah.
We did get some in last episode's Whiscash, though.
Yes. Pearl, it hides food under its long body hair.
Oh, wow.
However, it forgets it has the hidden food. It has hidden the food. That's disgusting.
Ew, this is just a rot.
That's disgusting.
That's awful, yeah.
Some of you guys out there do that, I'm sure.
Yeah, please.
Hide it
please
in the
don't.
folds of your fat.
Ew.
I'm sorry, I'm also fat. Oh, I love you.
You're not that fat.
Thank you. Platinum, in its desperation to gulp down food, in its desperation to guzzle, and in its desperation to gulp down food, it forgets about the food it has hidden under its fur. Okay.
Yeah, it's just gonna repeat the other two. All right, now we're gonna go to Snorlax, and like what always happens, whenever I do like an early gen Pokemon on Cerebi, I can never find Pokedex entries for Generation 1. Or Generation 2. So we're just going to read Snorlax's earliest entries, and that'll be from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. So, all right, so starting with Ruby, good game. Snorlax's typical day consists of nothing more than eating and sleeping. It is such a docile Pokemon that there are children who use its expansive belly as a place to play.
Oh, children, slow down and fit the burst. Oh,
I'm gonna vomit.
Oh, God. I'm serious. Oh, no.
And then Sapphire, bad game.
Better game.
Snorlax's typical day, it's the exact same entry. And for Emerald, it's the exact same entry.
Wait, it says children like playing on its big, fat, voluptuous body.
All right, I'm gonna go to its Scarlet and Violet entry. That'll be more interesting. Scarlet, this gluttonous Pokemon eats constantly, apart from when it's asleep. It devours nearly 900 pounds of food per day.
Dang.
It's gotta eat a lot.
It took the bulk too far.
Yeah, it's just fat now. Violet, its stomach's digestive juices can dissolve any kind of poison.
Oh.
Eating things off the ground doesn't bother it at all.
Garbodor, it can eat a Garbodor.
Oh my
That's all I'm
gosh, it
saying.
probably could. You're right.
I want to see that.
I don't want to see him eat any living
I would love
thing.
to see it. I want him to rub his big... never mind.
He's getting obsessed with Vor again,
I'm not
guys.
obsessed with Vor. Also,
it happened in 2019, and it's happening again.
Isn't it so interesting that that the Violet entry is so much more interesting than Scarlet? It just shows to show. And I'm going to leave it right there.
You think Violet's a better game than Scarlet?
Yeah. Don't
Have
bring
you
up the
seen
Paradox,
the Paradox
Pokemon.
Pokemon?
I knew you were going to bring up the Paradox Pokemon.
Have you seen the Paradox Pokemon?
Future. Just cool.
Hey, look, I'm a robot made of iron. Hey, so am I.
Shut up.
All right, let's do abilities. Let's move on to abilities. We're going to start with Munchlax and then go to Snorlax because the abilities change a little bit. Really not much, just one of the three. Munchlax here.
He's leaning again.
I am, because I'm a leaner. I don't like to hold myself up.
Do the Chad lean against your knees, not the virgin lean on the table.
Munchlax has pickup, which means he has a 10% chance of finding and holding an item after battle. It will not work if this Pokemon is already holding an item. From Black and White, it allows for the user to pick up the item of its opponent or ally if they use the item in battle.
Okay, so if they use a Pecha Berry, he could pick up a Pecha Berry.
That's really cool.
What are the chances of it?
10%. So not very high.
No, I don't like that. It's not very good. Because then you also have to not be holding an item.
Yeah, but
or you have a berry already.
Yeah, or if you're doing a normal playthrough, you're probably not going to be holding an item very often because you don't get a lot of the better items till post Elite Four. But then obviously this Pokemon's going to get Thick Fat. Fire and Ice type moves deal 50% damage. So that's not bad.
That's better than Pickup.
Much better.
Yeah.
Oh, much better. And then naturally, if any ability fit a Pokemon, it's this one. His hidden ability is Gluttony. The Pokemon will use a berry when its hit points are below 50%. We have encountered this ability before. We didn't really understand it now. I still don't. Oh, I thought that was always the case. When a Pokemon hits below 50% health, they always use their berry.
That's not the hidden ability, is it?
That is the hidden ability.
Why would they make that the hidden ability?
I don't know.
That sucks.
Maybe it's super overpowered. We just don't get it. Yes.
Honestly, Thick Fat should be like Fat Gum. It should just absorb fighting type moves. It should just
take away its one weakness. That'd be
great.
Cool.
That'd be so cool.
Now it gives this normal type Pokemon 2 resistances it wouldn't have had before.
Yeah, it's still overall good. That's probably the ability to go with.
Yes, but upon evolution into Snorlax, it loses pickup and it gets instead a ability that matches the Pokedex entry we read, immunity. The Pokemon cannot be poisoned while having this ability. That's pretty cool, huh? That's pretty cool.
Wow.
I like that.
That's so cool, bro.
That's really cool, bro.
Oh boy. All right, let's go ahead and do stats. Now, I'm sure you can guess if Snorlax is going to be a physical or special attacker. Seems pretty obvious, right?
I mean, if I were a big fat guy, I would definitely rely on my psychic powers.
All right, base stat total 540. Not bad at all. HP 160.
This is for Snorlax, by the way.
Snorlax,
We're
yes.
skipping over Munchlax because unless
Yeah.
you're in like the little cup or whatever,
Yep.
you're going to be using Snorlax.
Exactly, and I think it would take up a lot of time to just read every part of the line, stats and stuff. Physical attack 110. Defense is only 60, but you do have that high HP stat.
That's a weirdly low
65.
defense, though.
Special attack 65.
Okay.
Special defense 110.
Why is the special defense so high?
Because the HP I think kind of helps you with physical attacks a little bit. So you don't need a really high. If you had a really high defense as well, that'd be very, very hard to kill. And then speed is only 30. I don't think there's ever been a fast Snorlax.
How high did you say the attack was again?
110.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
That's good. Very,
really
very
good. Yeah.
And
Speed 30. That's good. That's throw away those points.
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't matter.
Does not matter
He's a
at
gimmick
all.
Pokemon, kind
Yep.
of. Right?
Yeah,
Is he like sleep and then snore or belly drum or like big brap or
Absolute-
like squitch butt or something?
Okay, some of those are just things you do, but yes, he
No.
can definitely learn rest
I don't
and snore
snore.
and sleep. You snore a little bit. You snore a little.
I
bit.
don't snore.
Not as bad
When
as our
have you
friend.
seen me sleep?
We have slept in the same bed multiple times.
Oh
Multiple
my
times.
gosh. Are you a Bill Cosby type?
Why would you say that? Holy
I
no!
don't know.
I should have said no quicker. Absolutely not. Anyway, move pool. He gets he gets metronome. I didn't know Snorlax could learn metronome. Maybe it's more of a Munchlax thing. That's cool. He gets lick, a recycle, stockpile. I'm not seeing the other two that come with stockpile, which is really weird. They're not spit up or swallow, just stockpile.
Huh. I mean, that makes sense. Because he just
Oh, wait, no,
eats.
there they are. They're just not all bunched together. They're swallow. Okay, this is weird. I wonder why they're normally just all bunched together. Yep, there's snore, sleep talk, rest. Literally, at level 20, say your Snorlax levels up to level 20. Snore, sleep talk, and rest are all learned at that level. Which, actually, come to think of it, I don't think, unless you can evolve your Munchlax super early, I don't think there's many opportunities to get a level 20 Snorlax. I guess unless you breed it. Forgot about breeding for a second.
What level does Munchlax evolve at?
It is leveling up with friendship, so...
Oh, any level.
Any level. You can have a level 2.
Level 2, yeah, level 1 to level 2.
Okay, and then he's got Crunch, great. Body Slam, freaking amazing. Heavy Slam, makes sense. High Horsepower, interesting. Ground type attack, physical, 95 damage, 95 accuracy.
What's the flavor text again?
The user fiercely attacks a target using its entire body. It's just a strong ground type move. It's 5 less hit points than Earthquake, and it's not 100% accurate.
Does he get Earthquake?
Probably through TM.
Is that a special attack?
Earthquake?
Yeah.
No, it's physical.
Earthquake is physical.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Why?
Ouchies. Earthquake, yeah, he does get Earthquake through TM.
So it's just there's no point in learning high horsepower.
Yeah, definitely not. You don't get why Earthquake is physical?
Yeah. It's like, usually I think of like special attacks being things that like, okay, you're not touching them directly. You go, thing do thing.
Right.
Earthquake is just you jostling their jimmies through the ground.
Yes.
Okay, let's keep going.
Imagine
moment.
the ground and the rocks being an extension of the Pokemon's body. Jokum?
I'm sure we could come up with like a whole list of moves that are just extensions of a Pokemon's body that are special attack.
Hey, this is a move you have too. Belly Drum. Thank you. Learns that at level 48. Hey, this is a move you have too. Belch. There it is.
Yay.
All
I
right.
got a bubble in my throat now.
Yep, good job.
Oh gosh.
Let's move on to some of those TMs. There's Trailblaze, Some odd.
Everyone knows Trailblaze.
I love it. I think that's a good thing. It's good for type diversity. He gets Chilling Water for some reason. It's a special water type attack that only does 50 damage.
It's because he sweats so much, and then he's got such big body mass that all the sweat cools off from the air.
Makes sense to me. Facade, Bulldoze. Again, weird. He gets Icy Wind.
Because he...
Yeah, moving on.
I can't think.
Brick Break, Zen Headbutt. All 3 elemental punches. Seed Bomb. What a good move pool.
Because he poops.
Iron Head, Gunk Shot. Don't you dare. Oh my gosh. I think it's just these Gen 1 Pokemon, man. Their move pools, they can just learn any TM they want. Like Rhydon got Surf and stuff, and they just kept it throughout all this time. It's weird. So random, but some of these Pokemon back then just had horrible level up movesets, but then can learn just the most random TMs. I mean, there it is. Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Surf, Ice Beam, Fire Blast, Blizzard. Giga Impact makes sense. Outrage. Good lord. Focus Blast, Solar Beam, Thunder.
Solar Beam?
Solar Beam.
Okay.
He can also learn Sunny Day. Gosh, like think of a type. He can learn a move for that type, you know?
Dragon?
Yeah, Outrage. I just said that.
Yeah. Ghost?
I think Shadow Ball was up here.
He has no Shadow Ball. They just give Shadow Ball. Don't teach your Snorlax Shadow Ball, guys.
Yep, Shadow Ball.
What are some Ghost physical attacks?
Shadow Punch.
Does he know Shadow Punch?
Nope.
So it's pretty
Lick.
much did the move exist in Gen 1?
Yes.
Okay, then therefore it's a TM teachable to Snorlax.
Yep.
That's annoying.
Ow, my toe just hurts.
Maybe God's punishing you for leaning on the
Want me
table
to
too
choke
much.
you again?
leaner.
Want me to choke you again?
You're gonna karate chop my neck?
Yeah.
You think that
Want
wins
me to do it
you the
again?
battle?
Yeah, because you won't be able to speak.
I hate you. Don't laugh at that. It's terrible.
Jokum, if you could have an alternate form for Snorlax, what would you do?
I'd have him be he'd be Snortense. He wouldn't be relaxed. He'd be tense. And he'd be standing up and.
So this would be.
And he'd be really up and on, and you think he's okay, but he's not.
So you?
No.
So this would be a split evolution, or is true alternate form?
It's the eating disorder. Munchlax gets an eating.
That's the evolution method.
No.
Developing an eating disorder.
No,
He looks in the mirror and hates how he looks.
Water type. He's just a life raft.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
He's a floating thing.
Yeah.
Or he's a lily pad or something.
Oh, like a pool floaty.
Yeah, a pool floaty.
Okay,
That'd be cute.
that would actually be cute.
Yeah.
Oh, and okay, this might be kind of weird, but instead of constantly trying to gorge on food, they're constantly sucking in air to keep themselves inflated.
Oh, okay, that's really good.
That'd
be
really cute.
I also alternative. Maybe there's a bunch of different forms. He's a cloud. He's the big floating cloud, and instead he's on his belly looking down ooh,
hello. So the water floating one would be what? Normal water type? Yeah. And then that one might be normal flying is very boring.
Oh. Dragon flying.
Be like all those Fakemon artists I see that just make anything dragon for literally no reason.
I feel no, Pokemon didn't do that.
They've been making some random dragons lately, making Goomy and Applin dragons,
I mean,
they're Goomy's.
I
mean, Applin's a worm. He's a
worm.
He's a
Wyrm.
But yeah, I don't know. I did honestly like the pool floaty idea. I always see people, again, Fakemon artists, making skinny or buff Snorlax a fighting type.
That's just a Sneasler. Huh? Skinny Snorlax is just Sneasler. Skinny guy with a big round head.
I guess. Okay.
Eyes aren't squinting.
Yeah. Just pry his eyes open.
Skinny Snorlax is it's too on the nose.
Yeah, it's too obvious.
He's got to also have a gimmick.
Yeah, you can't do that. And buff Snorlax, I mean, whatever.
Yeah. That's why let's just keep leaning into the big, fat, rotund thing.
When you look at Snorlax, do you think bear? Do you think he's a bear?
Can I look at him?
Yeah.
I think he's more of just a Pokemon.
Yeah.
I know he's supposed to be a bear,
but he's supposed to be a Japanese man, actually.
Really?
You ever hear that?
Oh, that he looked like one of the developers or something?
Yeah, they based his design off one of the developers.
I could see that.
You ever see this? You ever see that guy before?
I think so. Did he wear Hawaiian shirts or something?
Man who Snorlax is based off of?
Man who Snorlax is based off of. The Snorlax man Pokemon. He's fat and braps and loves...
He does kind of look like a Snorlax.
Oh, he doesn't wear a... I can see it.
Yeah. You shouldn't rub his bald head.
As soon as when you started saying the word bald, I thought you were going to say something else. Rub his bald. But
rub his belly?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with your brain?
There's nothing wrong with my brain.
You need Jesus.
I don't. Well, maybe.
Oh wow, we're probably gonna find some stuff for Snorlax pretty quick.
Affinity?
Yeah,
wait. No
I've
spoilers,
already
no
found
spoilers,
something.
No spoilers.
Anywho,
yeah, I see just a thing more than a bear.
Yeah,
because bears are like they have a
snout.
Just because it's a big fat thing with pointy ears doesn't make it a bear.
No,
it's got to have like a snout. It's got to have those creepy arms. It's got to have. It's got to stand up on its back legs, point at you, and give the date of your death.
I thought a cow did that. A skinned cow did that in your dreams. Yeah,
no, it just sort of just walked around, and then flashed in my face aggressively.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, has it happened since?
Nope.
That's good. See, Paul killed him. Sorry, that makes no sense to the listener, but I'm keeping that in.
I had a horrible nightmare of a skinned cow demon, and I was like, okay, who's the most realistic person I know? Because I couldn't go. I was like, man, if I go back to sleep, I'm going to hell. This is just hell. A skinned cow demon thing isn't like that scary IRL. Well, I mean, if it was there, it would be really scary.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, the idea is not scary. Then I was like, okay, who's the most realistic person who could go walk into like the most haunted place in America and be like, this is nothing? Paul. So Paul just went into my dreams, slapped him, and I was like, that's better.
We got to have him on someday.
Yeah.
His mom loves playing Pokemon.
But he's too pessimistic.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right. I kind of just showed you Snorlax's picture, but let's look at this shiny. That's Munchlax. He's dark blue, baby.
If I forgot what Munchlax looked like and you showed me that one, I'd be like, huh, that's Munchlax.
Yeah, it is one of those things where it's like, yeah, that could just be Munchlax.
It looks like you had like the a doll of Munchlax, right? Like a little Lego toy that's kind of like matte color, MATTE. And then you wet the plastic so that it kind of changed to a darker color.
Yep, and Snorlax does the exact same thing.
Yep, same. If you showed me that was Snorlax on the right, I'd be like, yeah, that's Snorlax.
I think I would barely be able to tell if I just encountered one, if it wasn't for like noises or shiny sparkles.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it's not bad. I wish they would have done something a bit better, but you know.
Like giving him a big red belly. Oh, I've been drumming my belly too much. Why are you looking at me like that?
You've been looking at too much fur affinity
that's
Pokemon.
That's not what this is at all. I would
You're
never talk about
developing
him
a
rubbing
fat
his
fetish.
big no,
You're developing a fat fetish.
No, because he's not a little lady. His gender ratio is too high.
Okay, Jokum. Let's talk strategy here. Snorlax isn't a bad Pokemon by any means. I think for a regular playthrough, he could put in some serious work, especially with that TM variety.
I think Snorlax would be great on a playthrough.
Yeah, absolutely. As far as competitive goes, it makes it a bit harder because I think he's just kind of a powerful attack. Oh, Trick Room Team. Trick Room Team might be cool.
Because he's gonna outspeed anyone in a Trick Room.
Almost anyone, yeah, for real. So you have a medium fast Trick Room setter, I don't know, Bronzong or something. I don't know why he came to mind, but Bronzong set up a Trick Room and then just body slam. Unless they're a ghost or steel type, just keep body slamming, hope for paralysis.
That's messed up.
What?
Just body slamming until you hope for paralysis?
Yeah, on them, not you.
Use Belch.
Are we keeping that in?
No. Yes.
All right. Yes, so I think Trick Room is your best bet here because in competitive, speed control is absolutely everything. Although, what's interesting about that is if you paralyze your opponent in the Trick Room, they will end up getting faster because of it.
But you're still Snorlax.
You'll still likely be slower, which means you'll be faster. And when the Trick Room ends, I mean, maybe you only have like 3 really slow Pokemon on your team. So when the Trick Room ends, you've paralyzed a bunch of your opponent's Pokemon. Some other ones can come in and sweep.
How long does Trick Room last?
5 turns, I believe. Maybe longer if you hold an item. I genuinely don't know. I forget. I could Google it, but so much work.
I'll Google it.
Okay, I mean, I'm in Cerebi. I can just do it.
Okay, you do it.
I was just being lazy.
Lazy Bones Frank over here.
All right, Trick Room. Here we go. The user creates a bizarre area in which slower Pokemon get to move first for 5 turns. I was right. Jokum. Do you want to do Bulbapedia trivia? Do you want to hear some Bulbapedia trivia? But before we go to Bulbapedia, I totally forgot Snorlax has a Gigantamax form, which means he has Pokedex entries. So, Gigantamax Snorlax Shield entry, terrifyingly strong. This Pokemon is the size of a mountain and moves about as much as one as well.
Oh, you jest.
Do you want to read Sword?
Yeah, sure. I haven't decided which one I like and which one I don't.
Shield's the better one. It's okay.
I like Sword. It's blue. Spit in both your eyes.
You missed.
You rub them both to clean it up. So, see, I don't just spit in your eye and then he's threatening to choke me to death. Sword. Gigantamax energy has affected stray seeds and even pebbles that got stuck to Snorlax, making them grow to a huge size. I'm also going to read Shield.
I just read
take
Shield.
that from you. You did? That was you reading Shield?
Did you go comatose?
Yes.
Give me my phone. Oh my gosh. How do you do this?
Sorry,
How does
you
your
just
brain
talk
do
and my
this?
brain turns off.
Are you still talking?
Huh? What? Huh? What?
All right, I shouldn't be going to Snorlax first because we have to talk about Munchlax and his trivia.
All right, if it's boring trivia, skip it, please. Please.
I can't wait.
Please.
I'll only read the interesting stuff, I promise.
All right.
Here we go. Munchlax, along with Shuckle and Pukamuku,
okay, I already
has
know
the
it's gonna
lowest
be boring.
base speed stat of
Son of a
all
gun.
Pokemon.
Okay,
That's so interesting. Here we go. This is actually interesting.
Okay.
I didn't know this.
Better be interesting.
Munchlax has the highest base stat total of any baby Pokemon.
Huh.
I did not know that.
Okay.
I thought it would have been like Riolu, but I guess with that HP stat, it would have had to have been
Very
Munchlax.
Interesting.
Munchlax's English name was first revealed on October 9th, 2004.
Were you serious?
Gosh, there's a lot of trivia for this little guy.
And it's all bad.
No, this next one's really good, I promise. Munchlax appeared in 4 games before its generation.
Oh,
Wow,
that's cool.
That's actually kind of a lot. Ordered by release date, they are Pokemon Dash. That's right. I owned Pokemon Dash.
Really?
Bad game. I stole it from a friend. I'm a bad boy.
Evil.
Yeah, I know. Pokemon XD.
You're going to hell.
Yeah, I know. Gale of Darkness. Pokemon Team Turbo, which I've never heard of.
What the heck is Team Turbo?
And Mystery Dungeon Red and Blue Rescue Team. He was in both of those games.
Okay, my brain was telling me he's a Gen 3 Pokemon because you get him in those games.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is. Man. That's so cool. Although obtainable through hacking in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, it has an index number. Unlike Bonsly, it is unusable as it was not programmed to be used in battle. Okay.
I think Pokemon Team Turbo was a racing game.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh, it's like all these Pokemon in different like clear Pokeballs on a track?
It looks really bad.
It looks so janky. Like it's a Chinese knockoff. Man, the more you know. I have literally, even in all the super like niche YouTube videos I watch about niche Pokemon games, nobody has ever brought up Team Turbo. What the heck is that? Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see. In Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Munchlax's trophy information states it first appeared in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl instead of Pokemon Dash. This is a similar case with Bonsly and Togepi.
Even though those ones also appeared in Dash?
Well, technically, Togepi first appeared in the Gen 1 anime, not in Gen 2's Pokemon games. And I'm guessing maybe the same for Bonsly? I don't know. Munchlax's evolutionary line is the only one to have all of its members appear from a Pokeball within a single Super Smash Bros. Game. So just Munchlax and Snorlax, but I guess that's the only one where it's the entire evolution line. That's crazy.
Wait, Munchlax and Snorlax come out of the same Pokeball?
Come out of Pokeballs.
So everyone is represented.
Yes. And finally, before we get to Origin, Munchlax is the first Generation 4 Pokemon to be revealed.
Aww.
How cute. Aww. Origin. Munchlax appears to be based on a baby bear. See, I knew they were going to start talking about it being a bear.
It doesn't look like a bear.
No, it doesn't. It's just a creature. Its eating habits correspond to those of bears preparing to hibernate, including the consumption of honey.
I think they slapped that on there at the end. Although you could find it at the honey trees
in Diamond and Pearl.
I liked honey trees.
The mask-like pattern of fur around its face, what do I call that, mask-like, resembles a baklava, comparable to a thief's, especially as Munchlax often steals garbage and compost while looking for food. Another behavior associated with bears. The yellow patch of fur over its chest resembles a baby's bib. I can kind of see the bib.
But also I call BS because I think it's just a smaller version of
Snorlax's belly. I agree.
Maybe the top half of his head being a little mask is like a thing.
I
barely
feel like
see
that's
it though.
a stretch.
I think it's a big stretch. I think that they just wanted to be like, what is a small version of this that isn't just a small Snorlax?
Yeah,
they did a good job.
They did. Munchlax is adorable,
but I don't think that trivia is accurate.
Munchlax may be a combination of Munch and Lax, Relax, or Snorlax.
If you told me that Munchlax was based off of a bat, I would believe that before you told me he was based off of a bear. You
know what? That little skirt could also look like little wings. You make a good point.
I don't get bear at all. I just see some little guy with like a little outfit on.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he doesn't have like enough tufts of hair all around him to be a bear. It just
no snout.
He's just like a little Studio Ghibli sprite thing.
Literally, yeah. He could come out of the woods with Totoro.
Boom, 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 boom.
In several 3D games, such as in the Core series and Pokemon Stadium series, Snorlax open their eyes when they faint. That definitely doesn't happen in the Core series. I have never seen that. Hey, it's a Munchlax Funko Pop.
The Munchlax Funko Pop
I have it.
Makes him look really blue.
Yeah.
Like, he's supposed to be kind of a dull gray blue, but they just made him straight up blue.
Made him extra blue.
What's up with that? Yeah.
That might have just been an oversaturated picture. I mean, I have one here in person. You can just look for it.
All right,
there he is.
Person.
Yeah,
yeah, that's the right blue.
That's the right blue, absolutely.
Yeah. The picture I found was just really bad, I guess.
In Pokemon Snap, Snorlax stands up and dances to the music when the Pokeflute is used. That's cute, right? It's good trivia. Anyway,
do you get to see him dance?
Yeah. If you play Pokemon Snap, the original.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Katrina and I have been playing through new Pokemon Snap recently. It is such a cute game. I love watching these Pokemon just like exist in their little habitat, and you like throw an apple at Gardevoir and she just like looks all happy. She levitates it with her mind, and then she starts eating it, and then she does a cute little pose when she finishes eating it. It's such a fun game. You can see all these different forms of Deerling and Sawsbuck.
All in the same area, or like depending on where you go, you see like
depending on where you go, you see different forms.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. There's this one like creepy forest that'll like suddenly it gets all foggy, and then it feels like you're transported to a different season. And you can go to like a snowy area all of a sudden, and the side character's like, "Whoa, why is it snowing? This is weird." Such a cute game.
That's cool.
I love going through the volcanoes because my Typhlosion is there. I love Typhlosion.
Yeah, he's cool.
The Typhlosion episode's gonna rock.
No, he's gonna fire.
Man, thinking up that joke really took Jokum's breath away. That took it all out of him.
No.
He has to sit down after that one.
I had to take a chimp check.
In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, if the player interacts with a Snorlax and is walking with them while at Mount Silver, the message Snorlax is feeling very eager will appear. This is due to Red, who is also at Mount Silver, owning a Snorlax as well. While the player is on Mount Silver, unique messages will also appear if the player interacts with a walking Pikachu or Charizard.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very unique. That is really. See, that's cool trivia.
What other Pokemon does Red have up there?
Blastoise,
So does
Venusaur,
if you're walking
Lapras.
with a Blastoise, a Venusaur, or a Lapras, they won't.
Maybe not.
That's weird.
Or does he have a Lapras or is it like an Espeon? I think it's a Lapras.
Okay.
In Pokemon Gold and Silver, Snorlax is programmed to be able to learn Charm through breeding, but no other Pokemon in the Monster Egg group can legitimately learn it to pass it down as an egg move in those games. In Generation 3 on, Snorlax can inherit the move from Bulbasaur by chain breeding.
Ew.
You don't think about that?
You have to breed it with a Bulbasaur?
Yep. If you want to learn Charm, of all things.
Why not a Venusaur?
Do.
It's a child!
Snorlax's evolutionary line is the only one to have all of its members... Okay, we just read that from Munchlax. In Pokemon... It was the Smash Bros. One. In Pokemon Gold and Silver, Snorlax is the only Pokemon to receive a plus 40 catch rate modifier when a heavy ball is used. Wow, this fat boy.
Plus 40?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Man.
Because usually it's like, what, plus 3, 4, 5?
I have no idea. In Pokemon Crystal, a bug causes the capture formula for the heavy ball to incorrectly retrieve the weights of Kadabra, Tauros, and Sunflora, so they also get a plus 40 catch rate modifier. Man.
The capture formula! I don't know. That's
The capture formula,
That's so much better. That's so much better.
I really need to keep practicing Plankton before I lose it. I love that voice. People love to talk about Scarlet and Violet being like the buggiest Pokemon game, which I'll agree. The bugs were unacceptable for the most part. Pokemon's the biggest company in the world. But
well, I mean, it's not.
No, you know what I mean, though. It's for the biggest IP
yeah.
in the world. They should be able to do it right. But like Gen 1 and even Gen 2 had bugs out the wazoo. You know?
Yeah,
like
Gen
those
1
were
and Gen 2.
incredibly buggy games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Gen 1 and Gen 2.
Yeah. Why'd you say it like that?
What are you asking yourself?
Snorlax is the only black Pokemon?
What?
Snorlax is the only black Pokemon introduced in Generation 1.
What?
Even though Jinx used to have a black face, really?
What does that mean?
Okay, so all Pokemon are given a color that describes them. And I guess that they gave Snorlax black?
I feel like back with the old sprites, he must have been like more of like the idea was that he was like black and tan.
Like a black bear or
Come out, you black and tans. Come out and fight me like a man.
Come out and fight me like a man.
He
He doesn't know the words.
Nope.
Snorlax is tied with Gengar for the most Pokedex entries in the Pokemon series. In Pokemon the series, with a total of 7.
Dang.
So every time I saw Snorlax, they open it up and it goes, Snorlax, the bear Pokemon, and then says something new every time. That's pretty cool. Or maybe it's just that they open it up that many times. I don't know. It's a cool fact. Snorlax is the subject of a campaign known as Project Snorlax, which was launched by the Pokemon Company on March 17th, 2023.
Oh.
Let's find out what Project Snorlax is. I'm interested. It's a campaign launched by the Pokemon Company that focuses on Snorlax. You don't say. It includes various social media campaigns, entertainment products, and advertisements. It is the third such campaign to be launched by the Pokemon Company after Project Eevee in 2017. And who do you think the third project was? Technically the second. Snorlax is the third, but...
Oh, wait, so there were 3?
There was Eevee, another Pokemon, and then Snorlax.
The other Pokemon?
Yep.
Is it Charizard?
Nope. Need 2 more guesses.
So it's in timeline is between Eevee and Snorlax.
Oh, timeline, but it's not like generationally. Could be any Pokemon. But who do you think they would choose?
Huntail.
Yes. How did you know that?
I'm a Love Disc fan. Or Clamperl fan.
There you go.
Sorry, Clamperl.
It's not Huntail. It was actually Project Piplup.
Oh.
In 2021.
Piplup's great.
I don't want to read.
Is that why they have that little Piplup dance?
Has that been around since 2021? Jokum's Googling it now.
Guys, there's a video of like an anime girl dancing with the Piplup 2 years ago. It's 2024.
That'd be 2022.
But I'm gonna
Are we
stop
gonna get
that.
copyright
right.
stricken?
No. Those I brought my piano out and I played 2 notes.
Yep, that was Jokum.
To February 10th, 2022. That's early.
But that's
2022.
early, so it could have been a part of the Project Piplup.
I bet it was a part of the pop. You know what I'm saying?
He's stroking
Part of the
again.
Project Piplup.
Power the Piplup. Whoa. Project Snorlax launched on March 17th, 2023, which coincides with World Sleep
You mean
Day.
Project Snorlax.
I said that, right?
I think you said Piplup.
Roll it back.
Well, I'm
Project
glad
Snorlax.
the person was right there.
Yeah, I'm glad I was right.
Well, probably me though.
Why do we not get World Sleep Day off every year?
Because it's stupid and anyone goes,
It's World Taco Day! Guys, it's World Taco Day! World Fedora Day! Guys,
this is heckin' awesome, guys! It's World Booger Day!
Whoa. It's not stupid.
It's World Fart Day, bro.
Yes, but World Sleep Day!
Did you get baptized on World Fart Day? Guys, heckin' Reddit points for that.
This seems different, though. Now we have a reason to celebrate.
No, we have a reason to sleep any day. It's good for you.
Yes, but now we need this day off. Paid day off.
We need election day off.
Yes.
Please.
Even if you don't vote. All right, I'm not reading any more on World Snorlax Day. We could probably go on with that for a while. There's only like one more piece of trivia for the origin, before the origin. Snorlax's English name was suggested by Bill Geis, who assisted in the naming of many Generation 1 Pokemon.
Bill Geis, the science.
Lice.
Oh, okay. You're going lights.
Snorlax's appearance and behavior of constantly eating and sleeping were directly inspired by Game Freak planner Koji Nishino, who we just talked about earlier, but that's his name. Additionally, Snorlax may be loosely based on hibernating bears, see, loosely, or teddy bears. It may also be based on a food coma, as it eats large quantities of food, then takes a nap, both of which are symptomatic of the condition. Snorlax's Gigantamax form resembles a small hill.
For some reason, people who get food comas or like get really, really tired and get like grumpy or tired after eating food. So that's like what's like an ick for valuing someone as a person? It's like when someone does that, I'm just like, you're pathetic. You should be able to eat a bunch, vomit, and then keep working like an American.
Yeah, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and keep working while you rub your belly and go, oh.
Frank, you need to stop. This is pathetic.
We've swapped brains there for a second.
I'm not going to be mean. I had an opportunity to pretend to be Frank and say really mean things, but I'm choosing peace because I have no enemies.
He's mean all the time.
I have no enemies.
He's mean all the time.
I have no enemies. I have no enemies.
Snorlax is a combination of snore and lax, or lackadaisical.
Oh.
It was reportedly derived from Esquilax, the name of a non-existent medieval creature. Creature described in the Simpsons episode Lisa's Wedding.
Okay, is it the rabbit thing?
It doesn't let me click.
I think an Esquilax is like a unicorn rabbit or something. Hold on. Esquilax.
When did this episode air? Would have had to have been before 96.
It's a horse with the head of a rabbit and the body of a rabbit.
I forgot. Oh, that's so funny. That's really good. Lisa's
so good.
Wedding is the 19th episode of the 6th season. Yes, but that'd been 1995, right before 96. Probably like a year. Or...
It's just from The Simpsons.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's so
I thought
funny.
It might have been like a reference to something even earlier.
But also, a horse with the head of a rabbit and body of a rabbit has nothing to do with Snorlax.
Yeah, why would they?
Why would they even bring that up?
Again, it's the trivia section.
Anybody can edit Wikipedia, guys.
Is this Wikipedia or
It's
Bulbapedia?
Bulbapedia. Anybody can edit Bulbapedia, guys.
They're all PDF files in there.
PDF files.
Editing the things they shouldn't.
All right, Jokum. I've finished up with trivia, so let's go ahead and see how much representation these guys have as far as merch goes.
All right. Okay, I'm going to just start with Munchlax because I know that representation is going to be out the wazoo.
Yeah, honestly, there's going to be so much.
Google Images isn't great for just seeing, just how many different sale.
It's
things
okay.
are.
I'm on Pokemon Center's website, and there's already. I have to go through 2 different pages, which is like the first time that's ever happened. Look at this cute little Munchlax pumpkin head.
Oh, that's cute.
That's so cute. Yep, Munchlax has his own garden statue. 2 different garden statues. There's a random coffee mug with him on it.
Guys, I'm looking at Mystery Dungeon merch. There's a little Pelipper house thing. There's a little Chikorita head. There's a little Mudkip head house.
There's the
that
houses.
is so cute.
Oh, wow. How do
my
I get
gosh.
some?
Oh, I need to consume. I'm a consumer.
I mean, they've got pins, ornaments, clothing. There was a Pokemon Center X Van Gogh Museum, Munchlax, and Snorlax.
When was that?
The last year, maybe? Beginning of this?
I wish I had funny money to go travel.
I was going to say.
I would love to see that.
I think they did it shortly. So it might have been 2022. Because I think they did it shortly after Katrina and I went to Paris during our like engagement trip.
Paris? It's a Van Gogh museum. Wouldn't it be in Amsterdam? He was Dutch.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure this was taking place in... Was it taking place in Amsterdam?
Or
is this thing...
Van Gogh.
So I know the museum we were in Paris had like an entire Van Gogh section. Like they had his sunflowers on display there.
Pokemon X Van Gogh. Guys, I'm entering research zone. We'll be right back.
So yeah, this was September 27th of 2023. Okay, so it was a pretty decent amount of time after I was there. If it really did take place in Paris. Maybe it was just anywhere that houses Van Gogh's art.
It says specifically Van Gogh Museum. See, it's all yellow. And it was all yellow. Okay, the languages are NL, or for Netherlands, or EN.
Okay, yeah.
So, hold on, one more thing, and it is in Amsterdam.
Maybe I just made an assumption, because I knew there was a large Van Gogh section at the museum I was at.
You look so dumb now.
I will literally choke you again.
All right.
Okay, open up your neck.
No, you can't do it.
Show me that neck, boy.
All right. Yeah, obviously Snorlax is like S tier representation.
Yeah, Munchlax too. I'm just
He had a friggin' project. What was the middle? Okay,
it was Eevee, Piplup, and Snorlax.
Yeah. All 3 of those Pokemon have really good representation.
Yep, statues, clothes, art, ornaments, everything.
Squishmallows.
Yep, Snorlax, Squishmallow. Oh wait, they're sitting cuties. I need to see if their sitting cuties are available. I'm sorry, available on the website. Nope, Munchlax is sold out currently. I'm imagining Snorlax is sitting cuties.
Imagining.
See, he just does stuff like this, guys. I'm in an abusive relationship.
So
Snorlax did get his own Comfy Friends 15-inch plush. There's a light wall accessory. Snorlax Pokemon Lounge blue shorts.
Whoa.
Women. There's a pin. There's a pin for Gigantamax Snorlax. Huh. Oh my gosh, there are 5 pages of Snorlax on Pokemon Center's website. That is so freaking much.
He's top tier.
S tier representation.
I think he's up there with Charizard and Pikachu.
He is. No, he really is. Yeah. Yep. Sitting cutie. So look how big his head is. His head's almost the size of his belly.
Yeah.
And there's also a Snorlax Halloween pumpkin ceramic tea light holder.
That's cute. I think the Munchlax one's cuter though.
It is. No, it is. Oh my gosh, look at that Gigantamax Snorlax plush. That looks so.
Whoa. Well,
I don't like it very much.
I don't know how well the tree translates.
It really doesn't translate well. Oh my gosh, Snorlax Pokemon Comfy Cuddlers plush?
That's pretty cute. He's lying prone.
What does that mean?
On his belly.
Okay, anyway, Jokum, just do your thing. Do the thing you like and get it over with.
This is not the part of the show where the boys discuss the edible.
No.
This is the part of the show
where Jokum Googles the Pokemon's
AI
name. Yeah. And sees if he can find just the absolute worst fan art.
Ugh, AI art.
Ugh, AI art.
Why did it give him triangle nipples?
Why does AI make simultaneously like really unique things and also just really, really bad stuff?
What is that?
Okay, guys, sorry. I should be explaining this. There's tons. Just searching Snorlax's name and nothing else. There are tons of AI images of Snorlax as like more of a fantasy creature.
Yeah,
they give him like a little button nose.
Because I think they're trying to describe what a Snorlax is, but the AI doesn't quite know.
Yeah, they try and make him look like he's from a Ghibli movie or something. Wow, nothing yet.
Oh, come on, guys.
I mean, you'd expect...
He's literally, yeah.
With all the fat fetish stuff we see...
Well, no, don't say it.
What?
Well, you're not supposed to, like, say it out loud.
Okay.
That's what it is.
It is what it is. We describe it all the time. Oh, they drew Sceptile, but he has a huge belly and he's rubbing
Did they really do that?
I think so.
Oh, my
Maybe.
gosh. That's terrible. Whoa.
Okay,
That
they've
is
made some
huge.
giant Snorlax plushes.
200 centimeters.
Hold on, let's see if Siri can give me that.
Oh, I thought you were about to make a joke about
What's-
whipping something. I mean, let's come. Anyways.
What's 200 centimeters to inches?
You should have done feet.
78.74 inches.
12, 24, 36, 48.
Which is 6.5 feet.
6.5 feet. Wow. It's almost as tall as me.
wait, it's actually 6 5/8. Because 5/6 is 5/8.
What?
I know that.
I'm not that tall.
No, you're not.
Come on, guys. Where's all the fun Snorlax are?
Yeah, I
What
mean,
is this?
I think we should be just be done.
No. We were not done until we reached the bottom of the page.
I think Snorlax might just be too obvious.
Oh no, okay, no, that's
a Gajinka.
That's just a Gajinka.
Snorlax is too obvious to like do fetishy stuff with.
It also could be that there's just such a high saturation of regular art.
Yeah,
That it gets filtered out. There is
not
no...
a thing. Not a
Guys,
dang
I need to
thing.
talk to you for Affinity.
I'm so happy.
You guys should be pumping that crap out.
Nope. Just don't touch Pokemon ever again.
No.
How about that?
No.
Yeah, just don't touch Snorlax
Guys,
anymore.
Come on.
Or Pokemon in general. Just don't touch Pokemon.
This one's got to have... Hold on. I can get there. Hold on. I'm clicking on images and then
Going to, like...
further images.
Yeah, going to like similar images. Now you're just getting him eating ramen.
Yeah, okay, but hold on. He's submerged in broth. We could do something with this.
He's moisturized in his lane, thriving.
And he is not...
Jokum, I'm already hearing the music. We gotta move
my
on.
This is the part of the show where the boys discuss how edible the pocket monsters that we focused on won't belong. Till up and come along to the segment of the show.
Yes, indeed, it is the part of the show where we discuss the wettable, the edible, and the deadable aspects of this pocket monster.
Alright, so Snorlax is giant. He's big. Thank you.
This is the wettable part.
Yep, but she is very much more humanoid than the average Pokemon.
Yes.
And very soft.
Very soft.
Probably one of the most huggable Pokemon we've had to wed yet.
But also far enough away from being an actual animal.
Yes.
It's not a bear.
But it's still covered in fur. But what are you going to do?
We all have our shortcomings.
What are you going to do?
It's better
Nothing wrong with a head.
I'm going to say it's better than the mole.
Better than the mole by far. Not as good as Lurantis. Not nearly.
No, not as good as Lurantis. Although Lurantis was just a little bigger.
Yeah, Lurantis just
You
needs
know
to be a
what I'm
bit bigger, yeah. I would give
Snorlax is a lot of woman.
a lot of women to love. You can't, I mean, you need a big bed. You need a California king, and then even then you're sleeping on top of its
How
belly.
tall is Snorlax? Is what?
We never did talk about height. Snorlax is really tall. Take a guess.
Oh my gosh, really? I'm
Really
guessing
tall.
7 feet.
Slightly shorter.
Oh, okay.
6'11". So you were basically there.
Wow, that is so nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to. I was prepared for Snorlax to be like 5'5".
That'd be terrible.
I was like, oh no, this 5'5" fatso is blocking the road. I can't get by.
Yeah, this is a monster. Honestly, Snorlax can sleep anywhere. Your wife is your bed.
Oh.
No. Sleep on wife. Life good.
I feel like in the art of like Snorlax, it's almost like Totoro size. It's like big enough where like a 10-year-old could sleep on its belly, right?
Yeah.
Which is bigger than 6 feet
Yes.
or 6'11". But I guess
know.
we have to go with the canon height. It's not gonna be a comfortable bed. It's rounded.
Yeah.
But very cozy.
I think she's a 4.
4.1. I'm going just a little higher than you for no reason.
I'll match you at 4.1.
4.1. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's I think it's more than just better than the mole. It's
Yeah.
better than the mole,
Yeah.
and it's my. Where do we even put Lorantis? What was Lorantis? Watch
We
Lorantis be
probably
a 4.
gave her like a 7 or something.
Oh really?
We put her pretty high because she's extremely feminine and very cute.
And like a foot tall.
She's 2 feet tall. I
2
think.
feet tall. Okay.
Gajinka. She is very rotund, but I think she wears it well.
She thinks she wears it well, but she also doesn't do anything. She just lays there.
Oh, she just eats and sleeps.
She just
all
eats and
day.
sleeps. That's terrible.
Okay, awful.
I'm
Awful
sorry.
Gajinka, yeah.
No, it's like
Oh,
it's
and
so
even
cute.
wait,
No.
wait. Marrying the Snorlax, he'd eat you out of house and home.
She.
Would eat you out of house and home.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Can we even give her a 4 then?
Because
she'd be a nightmare to live with. Absolute
that's a good
nightmare.
point.
If like, I
her
think I got to give
hair
her.
is matted with food.
Yeah,
It's still better than the mole though, because it's not a mole.
3.7. I'm changing it to
I'll-
3.7.
I'll match you at 3.7.
I don't.
It's
even
better than
know,
the mole.
though, but the
It's
mole
better
wouldn't-
than the mole. Hands are better
looks
to hold.
wise, yes.
Hands are.
Personality wise, I don't think so.
I mean, it's like, what is a mole? What is that? What is the personality of the mole?
Just
A healthful
normal,
little mole.
Just normal.
I like-
Monty mole.
Snorlax is like it. Plays with children. That's nice.
Yes, but it does that while it's asleep. The children play with it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, and
okay,
failed
3.7,
marriage. on the
whatever,
Gajinka.
whatever. Let's eat this thing. I think it's. I
A
think
lot of
it's great.
fat.
My proposal:
Yeah.
dig a giant hole. Burn. Start a bonfire in there.
Yes.
Get all those coals nice and hot.
Yep.
Then let it rest for a few hours.
Yeah.
Roll this big its big skin body. No. Its big deferred body into the hole.
Yeah.
Cover it back up with all that, cover it in banana leaves,
Uh-huh.
and then cover it with all the dirt, and then leave it cooking for a day.
Yeah.
It's like a pig. It's cooking. You ever seen that?
Oh, yeah, I have. You bury this
Oh yeah.
thing to cook it.
Oh yeah.
That
all that
sounds
it's
great.
going to be an ocean of fat,
Yeah.
but it's going to be so freaking tasty.
And fat is good.
I
like,
love fat.
Fat in like too much fat can't be great.
Too much
especially
fat
for your
hurts my-
health.
well, yeah,
But-
within moderation. Too much sugar
Yes.
is not good for
No,
your
you're
health.
right. That's what I'm saying. Trust me. I have eaten pieces of fat that my family have cut off of their steaks before.
Yeah.
Like I love the fat. That's where the flavor's at.
Yeah.
All right, this is a.
I mean, it's a real. It's. I think it's gonna be like really fatty pork.
It can feed a village, so that's good. I don't know. 7, 6 and a half?
I was thinking a 7.
All right,
Because
7.
it's nice. It's good.
It's nice. It'll be good. I don't think it's gonna taste like whatever bear meat tastes like. It's not
No.
a bear. I think you're right. It'll be
The
more
bear
akin to pork.
Yeah, I think so.
Dead. It's tough because if we're like, oh, it's asleep, we can just sneak up on it. It's easy, but like, I also
Does it? It has low defense.
it does, but its HP is really high. It can. I imagine we're gonna swing our baseball bat at its stomach, and it's just gonna kind of bounce off, and it's just gonna go.
All right. Barehanded, I'd not a chance.
No, even
not
if
a chance.
it's, even if
0%.
it's asleep, there's no
all right.
chance.
Metal baseball bat. I walk up and I take the pommel of it, the base. As hard as I can. I jab it into each eye. I go eye. Now it's blind. It's breathing. It's rolling around. Eventually, it'll go back to sleep. I come back later. I get a good hit on its forehead. Wallop. And I run away. It's like, oh, stop it. And it goes back to sleep again because I know it has to sleep all the time.
Yeah.
And then I come back. Wallop. But
I
there is a
kind of
chance.
agree with you on
Yeah.
that. But there is a chance
That it wakes up, it knows my
Yeah.
scent. It can smell
Oh,
me
it can
coming.
smell you from a mile away.
And then it just grabs me and eats me
Yeah.
instantly.
You about to say pores?
Yes. I give myself a 50-50 chance of surviving.
I actually
With a bat.
totally agree with that. I think as long as we can, I think if we use all of our strength and crack that bat between its eyes, we honestly might cripple it beyond ever recovering, and then we just keep hitting it until it's dead.
Yeah.
I think it's a 50-50 chance we get lucky and it like just gorged itself and it's gonna be out for hours.
We can blitz it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I agree with you this time.
Yes.
we have to blitz it, smack between its eyes with all our might.
We're not
and just-
working together, but this is like
No, I know. But like, and then just hope it had a meal right beforehand, so it doesn't need to get up if it smells us.
Dang. Well, it would also probably, if it smells us, it'd probably try to fight us.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to kill it slowly, and we blinded it.
But also, if it's comatose, then because you just had a big meal.
But then every time it sleeps, it'll heal.
If it specifically uses the move rest, and then if it uses sleep talk, it can just get up and hyper beam us.
Well, is that what sleep talk is? Or is
Sleep
it more
talk
just loud?
chooses a random move. Snore
Does
is
it
just
hype?
loud.
Does it know hyper beam by level up?
I don't know about hyper beam. I know hyper beam is one of those moves you always see it use in the anime.
Yeah.
Giga impact is the physical hyper beam.
And it knows that?
Yep, by level up. Hammer arm, high horsepower, belch, crunch, body slam, heavy slam. Yeah. If it's sleep talks.
One move and we're dead.
Yeah. No, I agree. 50-50. It just, because sleep talk can also roll rest. So if it's already asleep and it rolls rest, we're good. We just bash it.
I honestly, it's so big. I think we get I'm gonna get the pommel of my baseball bat. Maybe I even remove like the bottom bit of it.
Yeah.
I get that up against its eye and I just shove as hard as I can.
Just
get it into its brain. Just go in there, snap its brainstem, just wiggle, stir it around in there.
You know what? I normally hate this, but prep time, I'm gonna sharpen my bat into a steel spike and jam it through its eye. I'm gonna use a belt sander.
Prep time, I use a gun. We're not the same.
It's because you're not creative like me.
I'm alive.
Prep time, I'm going to go down to Jimbo's Flamethrowers Are Us, grab a flamethrower, and just decimate
If he doesn't stop changing the name of that gosh frickin' store,
hey,
I'm going to have a heckin' fit.
He can't settle. He just can't settle. He's bad at commitment, That's why he's never been married.
Aww.
More than, like, a year at a time. He's had, like, 10 wives.
Yeah. I met... Unrelated story. I met like a cartoon character of a little old guy.
Oh wait, this is a real story.
Yes, this is a real story. He's like a little cartoon character. All he did was talk about his he always lined up a joke about one of his 8 ex-wives. Oh. I don't think the guy's ever been married. He's just a little weird critter.
Where did you meet this guy?
In Texas. He was I don't know how to it was through work. He was a little character that I ended up having to work with. He's very, very funny. These people exist. Yeah. They wear big cowboy hats.
If you're listening to this podcast, Mr. Texan Man, just find the right woman for you.
No, stop getting married. Stop getting married. Stop doing this to these women.
Anyway,
you're
everybody,
the problem.
This has been Certified Pokemoments. If you like Pokemon, I also have a YouTube channel. It's called Let's Be Frank, and I talk about Pokemon all the time. But that's not all I do. I talk about Legos, Weird and Wild Creatures cards. I cook. Speaking of cooking, if you want more Jokum and you like watching people cook, we have a series on the channel called Taboo Foods, where we cook lots of really weird stuff the typical American would not be interested in eating. Actually, our most recent Taboo Foods, which came out very recently, like I just said, we actually just pick some berries from the woods and make lemonade minus the lemons. It's the least taboo foods you've ever done, but if you want
in America, you don't just pick berries in the woods.
No.
You gotta buy those berries.
Yeah, but we did it. And we
grease
made some
those
lemonade.
wheels of capitalism.
We've made weirder stuff than that before, though. Like everything but the breast, right? We took every part from a chicken. Well, not every
hardly
part. Some organ weird
meat.
Parts from a
Meat
chicken.
stew.
Yes, and we put it all in a stew. Hearts, feet, gizzards, and so much more. So if you're interested in that, why don't you go to my YouTube channel? Hey, you might already be on there. We get a lot of views on YouTube for this podcast, so thank you for listening. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please like the video. Give us a comment if you want. Rate it 5 stars. We'd really appreciate it. With all that being said, once again, thank you for listening. This has been your Certified Poke Moment.
Roar.